Hi everyone, welcome back to the Daily Language Review Corrections video. Today we will be correcting week 3, day 3. So as always with the first two sentences, we need to write these two sentences correctly. Number 1, the world's first crossword puzzle was published in December 21st, 1913. So when you look at worlds, you will notice that something belongs to the world, and it is the crossword puzzle. So you're going to need an apostrophe between the D and the S to show the ownership of the crossword puzzle and the world. So the world's first crossword puzzle was published, and not in, but on the date. We always say on when it comes to a date. Now, December 21st, 1913, there should not be a comma after December. The comma actually goes after the number, the day, and then before the year. So I think we now have a perfect sentence. The world's first crossword puzzle was published on December 21st, 1913. Okay. Now, number 2, the puzzle was published in a newspaper called New York World. So the first error I see is newspaper is actually a common noun, but when you have, so it should be lowercase n. But when you have the name of the publication of the newspaper, you need a capital in every first letter of the world, so that, or the words. So this should read New York World, capital N, capital Y, capital W. So the puzzle was published in, no, you know what? One more error. Into does not make sense. We get rid of the into and it should just be in. So the puzzle was published in a newspaper called New York World. Okay, so now I need to underline New York World. And there's a little U up here, and that's how you get the underline there. Okay. On to number 3, rewrite this sentence so that it is not a run-on sentence. So there are 2 sentences in there. Now remember, at the end of a complete thought, you need a subject and a verb. And at the end of the thought, then you put the period and begin the next thought. So how this reads right now is the crossword puzzle had a diamond shape. It didn't have any black squares. So the first thought, the crossword puzzle had a diamond shape. Period. You kind of think about how you would talk. It didn't have any black squares. So that is where the division is. Now, you could also do it 2 ways. So you could do 2 separate sentences like this. The crossword puzzle had a diamond shape, period. It didn't have any black squares. Or you could have combined this with a conjunction and left out it. The crossword puzzle had a diamond shape and didn't have any black squares. And the reason why we do not use a comma before and is that the only time you do that is when you have 2 complete sentences that you bring together with and. And when we took out it, didn't have any black squares is not a complete sentence. So that's why we do not have a comma before the and in this one. Okay, my favorite, complete this analogy. Number 4, game is to win as puzzle is to. So you look at the first 2 letters and you think, what is the relationship? How can I use those in a sentence? Well, I know that sometimes I will win a game when I play it. So what do you do to a puzzle? I win a game and I solve a puzzle. So game is to win as puzzle is to solve. So that's what if you remember, you put is to in the colon and the double colon says as to. Okay, great work. Thank you for making your corrections, and don't forget to turn in your work. And I will see you back here for the next Daily Language Review corrections video.